Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to explore an oil pastel set. I have never tried this brand before. This is the Artecho 72 color oil pastel set. I got this on Amazon for a little over $20 Canadian, and it's been sitting in my room for almost a year because it was out of sight, out of mind, and I decided we are going to explore this together. So usually when I explore sets, I'm doing 12, 24, maybe somewhere around 30. So when I flipped it over, I'm like, wow, there's so many colors. Obviously, duh, there's 72. But I'm actually really excited. And it has all the right labels on it. It's telling me it's non-toxic, light fast. If you want to see all the information, please feel free to go back and pause. I took out a nice oil pastel book. And I took out this paper pad. I really love this paper for oil pastels. So please excuse any awkwardness while filming. I'm a one mom show here, and I film with one hand and I unbox with the other, and sometimes that makes for wonky footage. So as you guys can see, I'm opening the box for the first time. There's a nice little pamphlet, and it's telling you about the colors, techniques. I will show it to you guys a little bit later because it's hard to open it with one hand. And here we are, all the colors. I really like that on the inside of the cover, they have all the colors listed and numbered off. I find that a nice touch. And I also noticed it's in the same order in the top as it is in the box. And I personally really like that. It might bother you if you want to reorder them in your own little personal way, but when things are nice and aesthetic like this, I kind of like to leave them alone, and then other things that aren't so strict already and aren't labeled like that, I resort them. But when it comes to certain stuff, I'm picky and others I'm not, but that's just a personal thing. Enough about me, guys. Loving the colors. I think they're beautiful. I love how they're grouped and how they're sorted. The colors look really vibrant. I know they say it on the packaging, but until we try it out and see it in person, you don't really know. So here's a color chart, like I mentioned earlier, and I really like that they have a little section about the brand story. If you want to see it, please go back, hit pause, of course. And then there's little techniques, and they tell you about other sets they have. They also have a set of 120, but I figured I will not invest in a set of 120 unless I actually like them to begin with because I am picky. So I went with the pinks in the first section. I did no blending, nothing. I just took one pink after another like they had it in the top little section, and I did them, and I really like how buttery they are. They're not the creamiest pastel I've ever tried, but they're nice and soft. They're almost perfect when it comes to an oil pastel. So of course there's little leftovers. If you don't like that, pick them off or blend them in. This is kind of the way it is with oil pastels. You can't really escape having those little leftovers. And of course, the next ones that I tried had to be something in the blue category, and I went for a dark blue and then like a paler purple. So this is like a dark violet, and I decided to try those out because I went from pink to that, and I wanted to see how two different colors would blend. So right here I put them down on the paper, and again, guys, I was so impressed with how smooth and buttery it was. They blended really well. So I only did one layer. I decided to put gloves on because today I didn't feel like getting my hands dirty, and I didn't know if I was going to react because sometimes, even though it's non-toxic, I react and I have sensitive skin. And this is just one swipe with the glove, and I couldn't believe how seamless the blend was. I was really surprised because, wow, I couldn't believe it. So after that blend, I'm like, okay, how about layering after a blend? And I went in, as you guys can see, very self-explanatory. And I went in and I was like, wow, like the pigments are reacting beautifully. You can blend them with the stick or with your finger and have very nice results. So by now I was super excited. It exceeded my expectations. So I got out my oil pastel book, flipped it open, and I'm not going to do this exact, but I will take the color palette that is here, and I'm going to do this with my own little twist, of course. I like to take stuff for inspiration, and I added a little bit of extra color, and now I'm flipping through my paper pad, and we're going to pick the right background. So I'm going to share the process of this pair. Again, I am taking the idea from the book, but I am going to put my own personal twist to it. Right now I'm just blocking in the colors and I'm seeing how it's reacting to the paper. A very smooth, soft oil pastel. That's why there's such a slant to it when I'm coloring. It doesn't matter. I rather have the slant and have it wear off than break. Oftentimes oil pastels will just break in your hands, and I only had one color that broke out of all the colors I used. So I'm really happy for such an affordable set that the colors are blending together so seamlessly. They're very creamy, they're smooth. I don't want to overuse those words, but wow, seamless blends and amazing, amazing pigments. So if you're somebody who likes to play around and tinker with art supplies, or you want to expand your art supplies, I would recommend this set if you do mixed media or if you just want to try them out. I am really impressed and they definitely exceeded my expectations. So my sweet little pair is almost done here and I'm really excited. The colors are so beautiful. I'm really happy and I've definitely enjoyed the process, but now I have to outline it in gold. I absolutely love this. I have used this pen before. I have used this gold before and I figured it was time to revisit them. It had been a minute, girl. We need to come, say hello, remind each other that we're still thinking of each other. I took the pen and I outlined my pair and I absolutely loved it. I love using metallics with tone paper, the contrast, the outline. Like this is so me. This is just so me. I'm so happy. I am loving it. This is personal choice, obviously. There might be people out there like, ew, you ruined it. That's fine. I love it. So this gold almost perfectly matches the pen. So we're going to make it splattery and juicy and fun and dynamic. And I find it really brought the entire piece together. So I'm really glad that I went forward with the gold. I know this is an oil pastel video, but I want to show you guys the beauty of mixed media. And guys, I just love, love, love how the light is hitting the gold. This is downstairs in the basement with house light. And now this is natural light outside. And I'm just really excited with how everything turned out, how it all looks together. I am so impressed with this little set. I am not being sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This is just me being an art nerd, and I'm excited to share what I'm interested in. I made another piece last year. If you are interested to see that video, I will link it in a little card and down below. And that's all for today's video. A nice, short, personal review of a set of oil pastels that made me really happy. So let me know if this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, everyone.